Good evening to everybody. I am audible, na? Am I audible? Sound is clear? My sound is clear, na? Audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, today we have to discuss about integral calculus. Okay. So there are two units. First unit, basically the integrals, basic integrals, and their theorems, and then different procedures, type of. And the second unit, after that unit, that is unit is for the applications. So both the units are important, and as far as exam concerned, you will get two questions in integration part. So I think regarding your assignment, hopefully
Yes, sir.
you have submitted. Assignment part is over, na? Any question in your mind, you may ask. I think still students are joining. So let's see. So differential, any doubt, anybody? Because you know the integral and differential are basically, integral is the anti-differentiation. So differentiation, if you understand, then it will be very easy to do the integration also. So if any doubt, you can tell me before go to sharing mode. I think all are intense because of the assignment problem. Assignment everybody have submitted? So no question, I think, in main. Okay. So shall I proceed? I can start the sharing mode. Okay. You can see right now, students are So okay, for 1 minute you just come, camera can on, I can take some screenshot. I'll take some screenshot and then go for this sharing mode. Please open your camera. Others, Anurag Singh. Okay. So have you done your assignment part, Anurag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Mohit Rastogi. Mohit, have you done your assignment part? Is over now? I think Mohit, your mic is in mute. You just unmute your mic. Mohit, your mic is unmute. Anyway, so let's see. Just come on now. Okay, it has come. No problem. Now you can save it. So okay, I think now this screenshot part is over now. So now straight away I have to go to sharing mode, and I'll show you the some solution of integration, and I will try to explain the type of integration also. It's very important unit, and you try to understand. Okay, and then if you need doubts, you can ask me. No problem. What about the test? I think MCQ test, whatever things, I think I will take.
I can't hear your voice properly, sir.
Hello, Bhaskar.
Does not
Sound is,
clear the voice.
hello, Bhaskar, you want to say something? Anyway, so I think what about the test, MCQ type test that I will take tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So prepare for tomorrow also, I mean, if because I think last 2 days you people have not gone through the in details of math because of the preparation of math assignment and all these things. So that's why I think you just give it some time, more time, and then by the time I can finish some other units also, then I can give you. Actually, test is not a test. Basically, we can discuss from the determinant to matrix. Just it will be revised at the same time with some question, so that at the same time, uh, question answer session, I can say, is a question answer session. So don't worry about it. So I give you some question, answer will be
Your voice
there.
is not clear, sir. Please clear voice, sir.
Hello, Bhaskar, you can mute your mic. Some
Yes,
background
sir.
sound noise. Sound is coming. You want to say something? Anyway, so we can show the presentation. What are the things that are important? First of all, integration. Integration is basically from here we have to learn definite integrals. Then you should know about the indefinite integrals also. And as I told you, integration is nothing, it is an anti-differentiation. So just other way you can say the inverse of uh, differentiation. Integral is a inverse of differentiation, or we can say it is a anti-differentiation. So we should also be able to anti-differentiation of a range of elementary function. So in here, so now next we can try to understand the concept of these definite integrals. So definite integrals in this case is a function of x, integration of function of, actually you have to read out like this way: integration of function of x dx is equal to phi, the function of phi x. So that way you have to read out. Then function of b minus function of phi a is called the definite integral of.
Sir, your sound is not clear.
साउंड क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है? अच्छा,
Please, sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
एक मिनट. एक मिनट, अभी साउंड कुछ, अभी कुछ बेटर हो रहा है साउंड? नहीं, स्टिल सुनाई दे रहे हैं? हेलो, 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 अभी की साउंड आ रहा है, ठीक क्लियर आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
पहले से बेटर है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके
Yes, I feel you better.
ओके ठीक है, अभी मैं थोड़ा लीड लगा लिए सो दैट मे बी एनीवे. So now the definite integral here actually we have to see uh, how it has. So everything are available in the study material. Here actually I have collected. I think I just picked up some of the important things so that you can go through these in details. If nothing else, simply have to go through this and try to understand now. It may not be directly required in the math, but at the steps it may be required. So, and some properties are there, properties of definite integrals. Actually, why I'm giving all these things, because it may require in the MCQ type, online type of question paper, it will very much require. Because in the online examinations, so some theory, some subjective, then some numericals, it will be a mix. So you should have a clear idea of the some theorem, some proof, some properties you should also know. So here actually in the definite integral there are so many properties are there. Property P1, property number 2. So I just note down. You can take it in the from the material also. All details are given in the material also. So you just only remember it. So what are the properties that you have to keep in mind, and what the way it is showing. The change of variation. That was suppose for in the case of change of variables. So this type of formula you can equate it. In this case, it is a limit. As you know, the integration is also again some limit is there, a to b. Within this range, otherwise we can say the range of these things. So within this range, the function is there, and accordingly, and there is a one sort of properties are given. And you see here there are two type of function. One variables. You see the variables, the x and it is the z. So when the change of variables, in this case you see the variable has changes. Earlier it was function of x, now it is in this case it is z. So that type of relation are there. Now interchange of the limits. Now what are the limits? Now it has the interchange. In this property, you have to be careful about the interchange, and which the interchange, not the function, it is only the limits. So suppose here is actually a in the lower is a and upper is b. So in this case it is interchange. Now it is in this case lower is b, upper is a, and also the variables also changes. Okay. So third property is the decomposition of the range of the integrations. So here actually this decomposition, I think it is a split it. Now it is divided in two parts. D. What are the composition? Now it is a decomposition. And what are these things were just divided in two parts. So in this case, you see there C, A, and limit. Ultimately, the C and CS cancel each other, and ultimately A and B actually your A and B actual length is there. So you divide in a two part. Okay. So function of x dx and it is function of dx. For example, A and B, you just have some milestone. You can suppose put a one brick here and another brick is here. In between is just function of x. Now we take a split. We can put another piece of brick, that is C, we call it. So now there are two parts. So now actually it was a one part. Now we are divided into two parts. You see there is no variable changes. Function of x is here. That is also function of x. Only plus. We are just divided in a two part. So decomposition, just divide in a two part. Okay. So that way you have to remember it. When you go through this in details of the properties, so this way you have to learn it, and then you can write in. You can write also in your own. Now property number 4. That is also, you see some changes are there. In the substitution type, the function has also split out. A minus x is given. It is actually it is x. So this type of property normally not used in the mathematics. I think not in your syllabus. Basically, property 1, 2, 3 is basically is required, and sometimes property number 5 is also you can remember. So anyway, I don't straight away I can go to the solution. That will be better. There's a theory part is there that you can further go to the study material. Okay. So another fundamental theorems are there. Some fundamental theorem. Why you go through all these things? Because if the online examination or something, then it may be required for this type of theorems are required. Anyhow, for better understanding the integral also, you should know that properties also, fundamental properties, you should also know. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 6, 7 properties are given. Just simply we just try to go through these and note down and try to understand the things. Okay. Then integration fundamental theorems statement. Suppose what are the statement is there? How to write the statement? The function of x dx and integration of function of x dx. In this case, limit is a and b, and in this case you see function of b minus function of a, and this is the way limits showing. So it is actually the collection, basically the collection of function x is called the variables of the integration. Again, I try to clarify you differentiation and integration. In the total calculus, there are two parts. One is the differentiations or derivatives, and is the integration part. In the differentiation, we have seen small part dx, dy dx, and all these things. There is small part. One we can say functions, small functions, not total functions. It's small function, part of functions. In this case, it is a integrations. Means we are integrating whatever the various functions is a collection of functions. Means function number 1, function number 2, function number 3, whatever it is. That all these functions are collected, and we are whatever the in the various, that case we are saying is the integrations. Means we are integrating. Okay. Some example of another thing during the integration, one constant part is coming, that is in the, I can show you more in the solution part, that is c. C is a constant part. This is also integration, the part of integration actually. So during the solution, definitely you have to put the c also. That I will explain during the solution part. Okay. Here some examples are given. So here now I'm just showing you the study material right now. I stop here this material now. Then again I will come back. Now I have to, before going this all the solution, now I have to show you some other folder so that it will be more clear study material. Then you can correlate. Okay. Here. Okay. Now, this is your actual study material or syllabus, whatever it is. Finding the derivative given function. As we know, I have seen that case, you see the dx, that is your differentiation only. And ultimately, you know, the formula is x to the power n into x to the power n minus 1. So then this thing we have done. D by dx, x to the power 4. If we remove the d by dx, means when you are differentiating this part, so ultimately 4 will come in the as a n into x to the power n minus 1 means 4 minus 1, so ultimately 3. So 4x to the power 3, here actually it is showing the differentiation basically. And d by dx, that symbol is gone, and here we are already differentiated. So function of x is equal to 4 into x cubed. Now here actually f dash, that is my anti-derivative. And again now we are make a integration part. So when you are integrating the thing, same thing, what will happen? If it's this part, when you are integrating, so x to the power 4, for instance, they have shown you x to the power 4 plus 1 or x to the power 4 plus 23. These all are also anti-derivatives of 4x cubed. If we anti-derivative, we can make this as a integration, so we can get it. We can have it like this. You see, in this case, 4x cubed is also the same. We can plus x to the power 4. Also, it is also in the same instance, so no problem. And you have to nominate. I mean, you have to denote in such a way the function of x plus c. That way you have to see. Plus c, actually the c is coming as an arbitrary constant part. Is also a antiderivative of function. Means c is always coming as a constant part. So this thing you have to remember, and then here actually you have to learn its antiderivatives, table of integrations, substitutions, and integrations part. So these thing parts, integration function, and now your antiderivative, some of these simple functions. So simple functions, integration functions, integration by parts. These three type of solution you have to do it. Now basic integration rules. Same thing. It is basically the integration of function of x dx is equal to this. That things you have to remember when you integration of function of x dx, how to write it, you have to put in this way. In this case, you see the integration part is over. It's not here because we have already integrated. So function of x remains in that capital F is basically your anti-derivatives. Okay, or that's why this is small f, now it is a capital F. Okay, changes, and that c has come because that is a constant of integrations. So that things you have to remember during the solution. You have to put such a way. Now here something is written, indefinite integral. It is synonyms for the antiderivatives. So nothing else, definite way it has explained how to correlate of both the things, integration and your differentiations. That is your differentiation part, that is the integration part. And this is the vice versa. It is actually, you see, it is a inverse. That's why it is written. And this also you can note down as a MCQ type of question. It may given or lot of options may given it is true or not. In this sense, the integration is the inverse of the differentiation, and differentiation is the inverse of integration. It's very important line. That's why it is a bold written. From here, this based on these two lines, it is clear that basically differentiation and integration is nothing. It is inverse. From integration to you can go to the differentiation, and again from differentiation you can go to the integration. Only it is a inverse. So when you see the solution, it will be more clear. Our symbol has changes. D by dx is a symbol of differentiation, and integration symbol, there is an integration symbol, that is for integration part. And this table is very important. Basic integration rules that you have to remember it. D by dx k is equal to 0. The statement is given. So it is a formula, some formula that you have to do it, and there are maybe uh, so many 7 formulas is given. It may not be required all. I can tell you which one the very much required. 2. Rule number 2 is very important because it is actually the formation of the formula. You see here in the definition dy dx x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. That we have already seen in the differentiation time. That is the major formula in the earlier chapters, earlier units. And here actually it is the integration formula. You see, function of x to the power n, integration of x to the power n dx is equal to 1 by n plus 1 x to the power n plus 1 plus c. In the case of integration, plus c will come. And in the case of differentiation, dy dx is coming. So that you have to careful about it. When the c will come? C will come when the integration part will over. When the integration part will over, plus c will come. Here actually you can write this other way also, x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. X to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, or 1 by n plus 1 x to the power n plus 1. That is also correct because this part you can take in the upper side. So don't confuse, it's the same thing. Formula is basically x to the power n minus n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 in the case of integration. In case of differentiation, n into x to the power n minus 1. So these two formulas are only required your differential and integral calculus. Okay. And this formula also, number 3, it is also important. D by dx inverse x is equal to 1 by x. So yeah, we know the inverse means inverse, reciprocals is always 1 by x. Here is also inverse. You see here actually it now changes. It is the differentiation part, it is the integration. So that way you can correlate some relations are there. So basically it is a the process of some relation you can also see it. Here d by dx 4 number rule is also very important, this formula. D by dx e to the power x is equal to ex. So that means after the derivatives, same will come. There is no changes. E to the power x. In this case, integration also you see, same thing will come, but only you have to write one c. So suppose if I give a some MCQ type question or any in the exam time, this formula is given and option is given. Suppose this is given and then A, B, C, D, e to the power x, e to the power minus x, e to the 1 by e to the power x, 1 divided by e to the power minus x. So lot of option is given. So if you remember, you can e to the power c, you can take a tick mark for the particular that option. Here is also it is given. First option may be given, suppose e to the power x. Second option may be e to the power x plus c. Third option may be e to the power minus x. Fourth option may be e to the power minus x plus c. So that way, examiner by question will be confused. So if you know this formula, straight away you can take the option number 2 because option number 2 is the correct. So this type of question it will come. Okay. So even when I will take the test also, I will give you this type because where the formula is very much required, that type of question I will prepare because so that you can remember very easily. Okay, and during the solution also it will help. Okay. So this is also there are some 4 or 5 formulas you have to remember and you can write in your notebook also. So then okay, now this is one of the flow chart, that is pattern of the integration. My sound is clear, na? Everybody are listening. It is now sound is perfect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now given integral Suppose if given integral means the question is given. Suppose some integral, integration of x to the power n something is given. So what you will do? First rewrite. What are the question is given? Same thing you have to write. Then you integrate it. And then after that you simplify it. Your answer will come. So these steps you have to remember. First rewrite, then integrate, then simplify. Okay, if you remember this pattern, then you can now do it. Just you see, it is so easy. Here itself you can understand everything. Carefully you listen what I am to say. This is your question, okay? Means illustrations or evaluate or find, it's same thing actually. Illustrations, find, solve, or you can say evaluate, same thing. Question maybe changes, but this is the, as soon as you see that this symbol, you understand that is a integration, not differential, it is a integrations, and dx is there. Now, in the case of differentiation, d by dx, you see, interesting thing, in the time of differentiation, you have seen d by dx. Dx is the bottom, but in this case, now dx is here, multiply of these things. Now, when you purely properly integrate everything, when your everything is done, that integration symbol will vanish, and that dx will also vanish, only plus c will come. So you have to keep in mind, after the end of this result, definitely that symbol will go, dx will go, and here in the last some plus c will come. Okay, that you have to remember. If you don't put in the last in the plus c in the exam and in your solution, then examiner can deduct one marks, they can deduct. Anyhow, as per the flow chart is given, rewrite. So rewrite here. At the time of rewrite, you can do it your own. Means split it. Just as a split it. As per the theorem, earlier I have seen the property number P1, P2, P3. So based on this property, we can take integration of this part, integration of this part, integration of this part. Simply you see here actually. Now it is a total one integration, one symbol. Now here 1, 2, 3. There are 3 integrations. So we can collect collection of integrations. Okay. So rewrite here. Now here actually as per the rule, or at the time of differentiation also we have seen, so this numerical, whatever the non-variable part, constant part, it will come in the outside. Here is also same thing, that constant figure will come outside. So 3 is coming here. So here actually 1 by x to the power 4. So 1 by x to the power 4. So if you put it here, so 1 by x to the power 4, we can write it x to the power minus 4. Same thing. X to the power minus 4, we can write 1 by x to the power 4. Same thing. You got it, huh? Because now I can show you some other things. Those who are not forget things. What I meant to say, suppose x to the power 4 is equal to 1 by x to the power, okay? 1 by x to the power 4 is equal to, we can write x to the power, same thing, we can write it like this, okay? So x to the power 1 by x to the power 4, we can write x to the power minus 1. So here actually, so same thing they have done here. Because 3 is now taken out, 3 बाहर आ गए. So the 1 by x to the power 4. अगेन 1 by x to the power 4 को आप x to the power -4 कर सिंपली वही और कुछ नहीं किया एंड dx तो रहेगा साथ में dx एक्चुअली हमने इसमें 3 डिवाइड किया ना 3 हिस्सा में देयर आर 3 पार्ट्स नाउ here is same 2 is outside 1 by x square so we can write x to the power -2 dx in this case 4 by x so 4 बाहर आ गया and integration of 1 by x dx here is also x to the power -1 आप लिख सकते हैं but जरूरत नहीं है right because this integration of 1 by x state formula is here state a formula 1 by function of 1 by x dx you see these things so function of 1 by x dx formula number 3 state of inverse x plus ये वाला सीधा सीधा आप लिख सकते हैं नो प्रॉब्लम सो x to the power -1 और 1 by x सेम थिंग अगर आपने ड्यूरिंग द एग्जाम यू कैन राइट x to the power -1 नो प्रॉब्लम बट ये फॉर्मूला में आ गया सीधा फॉर्मूला में आ गया तो फॉर्मूला में पुट अप 4 तो बाहर है एंड दिस पार्ट स्टेट वे मैंने आपको जस्ट नाउ आई हैव शोन यू इट इज इन द फॉर्मूला देन आफ्टर दैट दिस पार्ट now this integration part को हमको हटाना है now we have to remove this integration part and इसमें already apply करना now the application of this so 3 तो already है x to the power n minus n plus 1 sorry x to the power n plus 1 so n is either -4 so -4 plus 1 divided by n plus 1 so -4 plus 1 जो formula है already I think is a formula number 2 that is formula number 2 this thing x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 वही किया है ना same thing rule number 2 formula number 2 that applied similarly here actually 2 is here and that is x to the power n plus 1 so -2 plus 1 divided by -2 plus 1 फॉर्मूला में इधर फॉर्मूला में पुट अप हो चुके हैं माइनस सिम और माइनस देन 4 है और ये तो स्टेट वे आपका ये फॉर्मूला में आ गया इनवर्स x प्लस सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर रीराइट हो गया देन इंटीग्रेट हो गया नाउ दिस पार्ट इज कम वी हैव ऑलरेडी इंटीग्रेटेड देन सिंप्लीफाई करना है सिंप्लीफाई मींस इसको भागा गुना करना सिंपली तो इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना अभी इसमें सिंप्लीफाई इतना ही वो इतना ही रख दो यही आंसर है आगे और कुछ करना नहीं खत्म सो अल्टीमेटली दिस इज योर क्वेश्चन 1 2 3 ओनली 3 स्टेप्स 5 मार्क्स 5 नंबर इसमें आ जाएगा 5 मार्क्स ओनली इसमें व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इट सिंपली आपको फॉर्मूला याद होना चाहिए फॉर्मूला नंबर 2 and 3 यूज किया है चार्ट से फॉर्मूला नंबर 2 and 3 2 and 3 these two formula हमने इसमें अप्लाई किया और हो गए सिंपली नाउ सी द अनदर एग्जांपल evaluate as I told you illustration evaluate solve कुछ भी हो सेम थिंग नाउ एज द इंटीग्रेशन दे दिया है तो सेम प्रोसेस फर्स्ट यू हैव टू rewrite means integration टुकड़ों में कर दीजिए ओके देन रीराइट करने के बाद देखिए सीधा इसको इंटीग्रेशन सिंबल को हटा दिया गया है फॉर्मूला में डाल दिया x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 फॉर्मूला में डाला हो गया ठीक है देन एनी डाउट आप पूछ सकते हो अगर किसी को if anybody not understanding this right time so please tell me I will explain once twice thrice ये यार कुछ नहीं इंटीग्रेशन इतना इजी है it is so easy आप केयरफुली सुन लीजिए आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगा you can do in the exam no problem ओनली आपको सिर्फ 2 फॉर्मूला आपको याद रखो जो मैंने दिखाया और आपको आराम से हो जाएगा। इसमें है क्या, कुछ नहीं है, सिंपल है। एंड देन सेम थिंग टू कॉस्ट, सिर्फ इतना याद रखना कांस्टेंट जो है बाहर आ जाएगा। एंड देन आफ्टर दैट dx को हटाना है और इंटीग्रेशन सिंबल को हटाना है, तो हमने फॉर्मूला में पुट अप कर दिया, बस वही किया। और लास्ट में प्लस सी देना है, ये ध्यान रख। देखिए इसमें आफ्टर दैट सी, अच्छा पहला एग्जाम में किया था, ये पहला वाला में ऑलरेडी बेस्ड ऑन दिस फॉर्मूला में एक सी आ चुके, इसलिए और दूसरा सी देने का जरूरत नहीं है, अगेन सी लिखना जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ये ऑलरेडी बन के आ गए ना। In this case, I can show you. It is already plus c is there, so it is also a part of integration. So when we put up here, so c is already here, so already integrated हो गया, so plus c रहेगा, हो गया। प्लस दूसरा एक c देने का जरूरत नहीं। In this case there is no c, nothing, so just integration complete हो जाएगा। At the end आप plus c डाल दीजिए। मे बी स्टूडेंट्स कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे। हेलो, यस टेल मी। हेलो, you want to say something, please tell me. मेरे को ठीक सुनाई नहीं दिया, कुछ आवाज आया। हेलो, कुछ कहना चाहे तो पूछो। समझ पे आ गया।
Voice was echoed, that's why.
अच्छा, मेरा वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा था क्या?
Sir, echo हुआ sir.
अच्छा, इको हो रहा है, अभी ठीक आ रहा है?
हाँ.
पता नहीं आज डिस्टर्बेंस क्यों हो रहा है नॉर्मली। एनीवे, हो सकता है कुछ नेट का प्रॉब्लम होगा। So what I want to say, when you are doing the integration, at the time of completing the integration, plus c जरूर लिखना, it's very essential. अगर this c is not here, then 1 marks will be deducted, or it may be some of the examiners can give a 0 also. The 5 marks can put a 0, क्योंकि इसका सोचेंगे इसका थ्योरम कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है, सी क्यों नहीं डाला। तो सी आप, इसलिए मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, जो सी आपको जरूर भूलना नहीं, सी जरूर देना है, ठीक। और ये रूल है एक्चुअली। अभी देखा जाए इसमें दूर दूर तक तो सी दिखाई नहीं दे, सी अपने आप कहाँ से आ गया। अगर ऐसे सोचते रहो तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा। ये फॉर्मूला में है, जुड़े हुए फॉर्मूला के साथ। इंटीग्रेशन का सिस्टम ही ऐसा है, इंटीग्रेशन सिंबल को हटाना, डीएक्स को हटाना है, सब हट जाएगा इस फॉर्मूला में, और लास्ट में चुपचाप एक प्लस सी कर दो, खत्म, ठीक है। सो आंसर यहाँ तक हो गए, सिंपलीफाई बस, दिस इज द आंसर। सो 1 2 3 3 स्टेप्स, 5 मार्क्स। Another thing, evaluate integration of simply उसी सिंपली इसमें हल्का सा √/1/3 स्क्वायर ये सब डाला, और कुछ नहीं है इसमें। सेम प्रोसेस चलेगा, सेम फॉर्मूला, ओनली आप अलजेब्रा जो है थोड़ी बहुत हल्का हल्का सा इसमें एकदम इजी नहीं देगा। √4 डाल दिया, सपोज स्क्वायर करना है, हटाना, सिंपल, नया कुछ है। अगेन इसको आप देखिए as it is, then rewrite करिए। During the rewrite, you just here, actually the plus is here, and this is a formula actually, a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square formula, there is a square plus b square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So आपको algebra इसमें डाल दिया, तो ये तो formula आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, because it is already in formula. Okay, so you have to put it in accordingly. So anyhow, then after that square of the x plus, then आपको इसमें, and this is also, अभी तक इंटीग्रेशन हटाया नहीं क्योंकि फॉर्मूला हमने अभी तक पुट अप किया ही नहीं है, अभी सिंपलीफाई हो रहा है टू दिस अलजेब्रा ओनली। जब तक इंटीग्रेशन साइन रहेगा तब तक dx भी लगा रहेगा, dx को हटाना नहीं। अगर dx लिखने का भूल गए तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा, dx भी लास्ट में हट जाता है। सो दिस इंटीग्रेशन सिंबल एंड dx एक ही साथ में हटेगा और एक लास्ट प्लस सी आएगा, बाकी वो सेम थी। अभी तक देखिए इसमें सिंप्लीफाई करते चला गया, अभी तक फॉर्मूला नहीं डाला क्योंकि सिंपली इसके एलसीएम किया। इसमें 2-4 स्टेप ज़्यादा हो गए, क्यों? बिकॉज थोड़ा सा √x प्लस इसमें एक फॉर्मूला का अंदर में डाला, तो आई शुड रिमेंबर योर एल्जेब्रा ऑल्सो, नथिंग एल्स सिंपली। एंड इधर आके आपको फॉर्मूला में डाला, नाउ इट इज फॉर्मूला। नाउ integration of 1 x, because this is a state wave formula, the function integration of 1 is equal to x। जब उसको इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, ये भी आपको देखिए हम अभी फॉर्मूला में चाहें तो आपको मिल जाएंगे कोई ना कोई जगह में आपको 1 इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ x, तो इसको जो अल्टीमेटली 1 है, इसको 1 हो गया ना, सपोज हमने 1 डाला तो स्टेट वेव आपका इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ एक्स, इसका वैल्यू 1 हो जाएगा। एंड देन सेम थिंग आपको टू एक्स टू द पावर n plus 1 तो -1/6 plus 1 divided by n minus 1/6 plus 1. Simply now here actually integration का formula, now here put out the formulas here, and when you remove this symbol and dx, plus c is come. So plus c, abhi the time has come to put the plus c, and then after that further you can simplify it and then plus. So this is your answer. After that और जरूरत नहीं है, इसके बाद और सिंप्लीफाई करना जरूरत नहीं, जितना ही काफ़ी है। इवन इन द टाइम ऑफ एग्जाम यहाँ तक भी करके छोड़ दिए, हार्डली हाफ नंबर का एक नंबर कट सकता है, यहाँ तक भी आपको इसके लिए आपको नंबर मिल जाएंगे। अगर मान लीजिए इसके बाद आपको टाइम नहीं पड़ा और लास्ट मोमेंट में और या 2-3 मिनट्स रह गया और यहाँ तक करके आपको छोड़ दिए, सो आपको लास्ट स्टेप आप नहीं कर पाए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, यहाँ तक भी आपका आंसर करेक्ट है, सो यू विल गेट द मार्क्स। हार्डली मे बी हाफ नंबर आपको 0.5 मार्क्स कर सकते हैं। एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपन, आई एम टेलिंग यू मेन थिंग्स, आप लोग घबराइए मत, स्टेप्स के लिए भी नंबर मिलता है। अगर इफ स्टूडेंट्स आर थिंकिंग जो माई आंसर इज नॉट करेक्ट, बाकी के साथ जब आफ्टर द एग्जाम यू कैन कंपेयर विद द अदर स्टूडेंट्स, जो अरे तेरा क्या आया था वैल्यू, और कुछ आपको अपसेट हो जाते हैं, हम लोग होते हैं ना यार ये नंबर तो मिल नहीं रहा, उसका कुछ आंसर था हमारा, लेकिन उसके लिए घबराइए मत, कैलकुलेशन में थोड़ी बहुत हल्का प्लस माइनस डेसिमल में हो सकता है, बट आपका अगर इफ योर स्टेप इज करेक्ट, यू आर putting the formulas are correctly, your concept is clear, so definitely examiner will give you the marks, जीरो कभी नहीं होगा। अगर आपका सारे स्टेप ठीक है, आपको हल्का सा कोई जगह में जोड़ने में गड़बड़ हो गया और कुछ फिगर चेंज हो गया हल्का सा, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आपको मार्क्स मिलेंगे, बट ट्राई टू माइन्यूटली आप करेक्ट करना चाहिए, आंसर करेक्ट आना चाहिए, देन यू कैन गेट अ फुल मार्क्स, बट एकदम जीरो नहीं होगा अगर आपका सारे स्टेप ठीक है तो। अच्छा नेक्स्ट देखिए, इसमें देखिए क्या है, दिस इज ऑल्सो सम रेशियो टाइप, नो प्रॉब्लम, अगेन द सेम थिंग, यू कैन स्प्लिट इट आउट, रीराइट कर दीजिए फर्स्ट, देन ये देखिए 2 टुकड़ा में बांट दीजिए, देन अगेन आपको ये फॉर्मूला में डाल दीजिए। नाउ इन दिस केस आपको फॉर्मूला में आ गया सीधा। This part is basically you see the O वाला formula, formula number 3 इनवर्स नीचे आ गया ना, जैसे 1/x उस फॉर्मूला में आ गया, तो स्टेट आपने इसमें पुट अप करके सी हो गया, सो dx हट गया, इंटीग्रेशन साइड इज आल्सो रिमूव, हियर ओनली सिंपली इंटीग्रेशन इस पार्ट इज ओवर। तो In this case, it is also 5 marks. 3 steps. Only you have to be careful about which formula is applicable here. Because in this case, you see, power is x, power is x, power is x, power is x. Okay. And here actually you see other example, power is 2, power is some figure 1/2, no, it's like this. In this case, power is something 4 to something. So when the power is x, so you have to take the this type of formula where the x is there, x, x, x. So formula, whatever the formulas are here, you have to carefully note down, you have to think over it and see the solution where it is applicable or not, what the way it is application. Oh, so try to do it different type of solution. One solution is sufficient. First you note down how many type of solution are there. तो सब चुन चुन के आप 1, 1, 2 कर दीजिए. And then that is also well same thing. You can distribute it and you can do it. So I need not to explain in details. Now you can understand somewhere. Now what is the in this chapter? What type of knowledge you should have? First, you should know the formula. Then you should know basic algebra. You should know. Then application of a square plus b square, a plus b whole square. That formula you should know. Some multiplication is required. And then LCM is required. That's all. If you have that type of idea, then you can do it. Balance, there is nothing else. Check the progress, you can do it. Now you can see you can do it, no problem. Otherwise, every solution is given. See. Now integration of substitutions means repetition, repeat or same. What are the technique is here? How to do it? When you are this type of thing, you have to see some let. There are two things. There are two parts, integrate. So one part you have to take, but the critical part you have to take it as a t. So e to the power x plus 2 is equal to t. So e to the power x, and this part is dx is equal to dt, because we have taken as a t dt. So e to the power x dx is equal to dt. This part we are considering the dt. T we are considering, na? So this part. So then you have to integrate it, and whole things will be the t that is here. So and to the powers. Now we can say 7 from where it is 7 is come because this 7 is there, and whole things are t. So that is t to the power 7, and it is dt this part. So we are considering that this part as a t, and then you can do it. And again you can put in the marks. In the end, again you have to put the what you have already considered. So now what I mean to say, this type of integrations, first you consider as a t or v or some m or n, as you like, you can consider it, because then it will be easy to formulate. When you are formulate the things, then again t is, you can put it here. You see here the t value, simply again put it here. And what are the things then? Plus reduction is correct. Nothing else. So different techniques are there, and where you have to apply the things, that also you have to see it. This is another type, integration of root over 7x minus 2 dx. So again, when this part, this type of things are there, so it is very difficult to put a formula. So that case you can put a t, and suppose 7x minus 2 is t square. So you can put it in here, in this case. So t square, complete things. T you have considered it, not t. And 2 by 7 is already here, and dt in respect of dt, because when you are taking t, so in respect of t, suppose whole thing are x, so then it will be dx. But when you are considering is a m, suppose for m square, then you have to write a dm or dn or dw, dv, whatever. So t is basically stands for the derivatives of particular things in respect of x. So that you have to be very careful about it. And after that, you have to calculate the same thing. 2 by 7 is coming here, and that is your 2 plus 1. So basically it is 3, and divided by again 2 plus 1. So that is also 3. So 3 is coming, 1 by 3 is coming. 2 by 7 is already common part. Here you have to calculate it, and then this 2, actually this is a root. So 1 by half is there. So 1 by half, then again it is 2 plus 1. So 2 and 2 is cancel each other, 1 will be there only. So maybe the student will be confused, सर इसमें 1/3 कहाँ से आ गया? ये चीज आपको सीखना है, करना है. ये पार्ट कैसे हुआ, ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा. देखिए ये पार्ट को मैं अब चाह तो मैं करा देता हूँ. इट इज इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग. ये क्या है आपका, ये वाला पार्ट को हम कर लेते हैं. क्या था, integration of root t square, integration of t square. उसके बाद क्या था, 2 by 7 t dt, 2 by 7, 2 by 7. उसके बाद क्या था, t dt. ओके, t dt. Okay, now here what happened, 2 by 7 it will come in the outside. ये आपका सीधा बाहर आएगा. तो हमने इसको आउटसाइड कर दिया. Then here actually now we have to put a formula. Formula क्या है, x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Okay, so now this is the root. So 1 by 2 is already there. That's root को हमने change कर t. Now this formula. So 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. Okay. Because now here actually we are putting in a everything are in a formula. Now this part and this part is cross each other. Okay. Now 1 is here. So I can write 2 by 7 here is 1. So 1 by 2 plus 1 3. Okay, इसमें पार्ट देन बाकी बैलेंस जो है आपको देखिए इसमें क्या क्या so 1 plus t square t to the power 3. So then t actually no, इसमें इसमें what is this is 2 plus 1, that 1 by 3 is coming here. Actually this 2 root over because of these t's are not this t is coming. Okay, yes, so this t 1 by 2, another t is here into that is 1, so plus 1, so t to the power 3 by 2, and here is into 1 by 2. So this 2 and this 2 is cancel each other. Okay, I got it. Actually, I have some wrong thing here. Okay, so these two, again I am telling you, this is as per the formula. Okay, 2 by 7 is outside. Now here actually that 2 plus n plus 1, it will be same because of the 2 is the power is 2, and here 2 plus 1. Now the root, that root is there now. That root is basically here, and another t is there. That is root and t. Another t is there. So because of that, it will come t square. This part is coming here. Here actually, based on this thing will come. Okay, and 1 by 3 is coming because of your 2 plus 1, that 1 by 3 is coming. So this is the way it is coming. Okay. So now, and here is also same thing. So plus c is there, and then here is also, you have to evaluate it, then coming to 2 by, so 7 is actually 2 plus 1. So then, and here is 1 by 3 is coming. So if we multiply it, then ultimately it will come 2 by 21. Here actually is not, is doing in that way. So, and t to the power 3 is coming based on this formula. So here actually you have to basic calculus, basic algebra you should know where it is coming, how it is coming, that you have to do it in your steps. Actually in the material also, in the study material also, they have not shown all these details. So those who are expert, understand the things, they can do it. But those who are freshers, then you have to calculate it in your own and see the other steps, how it has come, you can do it. If you face any problem, you just give a WhatsApp to me, just say particular this step I am not understand, so please give a breakup. Then I will give you the details. No problem. It may be 1 or 2 steps will be extra, but here actually in the printing material, they have not shown all these things. Straight away they have calculated. So it may be difficult to, some of times a student may face the problems. So you should have a basic idea, then you can calculate it. Anyway, so this is another way. Actually, when you are getting these type of things, the root over something, you have to, idea is you have to consider it something and you put it, and finally you can see the, again you can put it in the formula. You see everywhere T is considered. Okay, so nothing else extra. Now again, I can go back to other slide where I am. My other slide, where it is? Yes. Yeah. This is the basic formula. Function of x to the power dx 1 by n plus 1. This is the basic formula. Same thing is given. Now, okay, and you can understand now it has a function of integration of x to the power 3 plus 2 to the power x dx, and they have calculated this one. Okay. And now all these thing type, you have to take a one example. I can do it. Ratio type, given functions, g to the power x plus 5x divided by 7x. How, what the way they have do it? Again, I am telling you, when the power is x, just remember, when the power is x, straightway formula number 2, formula number 3 is applicable. 1 by inverse 3 by 7. In this case, it is x, so inverse of x. So same thing will come. There are so many examples as given, but I think if you understand, so 3 or 4 example solution you can do it, and at the parallelly you have to see the question paper also. And last time it came in the exam is very easy question has come, very easy. I can show you, I can tell you which the question has come. I can tell you, I can show you the last time question paper, how it has come. So based on this, you can understand what type of question are coming. Then you don't worry about things. I can show you last time question paper. Yeah. Yeah, you see, I can. Now you can see it. If evaluate function integration of dx divided by e to the power x plus 1, 5 marks. Last time exam paper questions. Simple. So here actually you see e to the power x. There's a formula. First of all, you have to, there are two parts. So you have to do in this way. First you distribute the things. First rewrite as per your fashion. Then you put the formula. There is only one or two steps. And that is under the formula only. There are only two steps, you will get it. 5 marks. Okay, I can try it. Question was integration of dx divided by e to the power x plus 1. So you can write, that is your question. Okay. First step is integration. Then e to the power x then e to the power x minus 1 minus 1 dx. Okay. So that dx will come here. Now we see 1 by e to the power x plus 1. Now here actually what I did it, then minus 1. If you calculate it again, it will come here actually. If you calculate again, it will come this thing. 1 by. Here actually you have to do it. Then dx divided by 1 plus here actually I have to simply what we have did, just split it up. Dx will come here, this part, and minus 1 is another part. So in this case, it is a minus part I have given, is the plus symbol as per the I have to substitutions. It is a part of substitution process I can do it. And then to make it a formula actually. So here actually state weight is a formula log e to the power x minus 1. Minus x. So this is your type of things are here. Now actually here when you are putting in a log fashion, log on all these things, then you can put your formula C. So finally, this is your answer. So there are 1, 2, 3 steps are there. So now integration part is here. This is the state of the formula, and function of integration of minus 1 is a minus 6. Earlier we have seen somewhere integration of 1, integration of 1 is 1. So minus will be there, and in this case it is a x. So now this part is over. This is actually the answer. So in the exam, this type of question are coming, very small. There are 4 or 5 types are there. You can do it. Right? You can answer the things. I'm going to. Any tell me, tell any doubt. Here actually some again there are this is your continuous function in this case. Continuous function. This function is in the continuous way. So this is also this type of thing. So you can do it. Suppose this is given. Or I can show you some other. Or I can show you other one. Now all these things type of you can also do it, no problem. Here actually some lock system is there. There are 2, 3 types of there. This is another part is there. This is the partial fractions. When this type of question are coming, you have to do it in a fraction. A by x plus 1 is here. See, the question is x to the x divided by x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. So that case you have to take a two part, a by x plus 1 plus b by 2x plus 1. So finally you can equivalent x is equal to a into, you can multiply each other and it's a part of this. So this is called your solved by the partial fractions. And finally, and after that, after simplification, you finally put up the value of a and b. So in this case, 1 by 3 and 1 by 3, the value has reached. So we can finally put it here and make it a formula. When this formula is coming, this is also a, can get it a formula chart. State a d by dx divided by x plus 1, you can write it here. It's log, it will come log. When the reciprocal, it is coming log. So this is another type of example. It is a fractional partial fractions. So this type of you can get it in the question paper. It is coming sometimes. Then okay, this is already I've seen. This is okay. Here also. I think most of the things we have seen show you. Actually, I collected in such a way for the students' benefit, because what are the 2-3 folders I have? Almost all type of numericals are there. So if you practice it, and you will get any solution from your exam point of view. So no problem. There's some small solutions also there, and then your bigger solutions also there. But nowadays, coming a very simple things are coming. Maybe 1 or 2 steps you can do it. That type of question are coming nowadays. So don't worry. This is another. There is a partial type. This type of questions are coming, and there is also this type of e to the power x divided by uh, a to the power x minus 1 whole square. Now, I have shown you just now. Last time it has come. Whole square is not there, simply integration is there, this part. So like this. Lot of solution you have in the study material also. So only thing you have to practice it. And so differential, you can decide it in the differential chapter. There are 10 solution, and integration chapter another 10 solutions. So 20 solution, if you do it, practice it, so sufficient. So you will get 20 marks, differential and integral, both there are 4 units basically. So if you consider as a 4 units, so 4 questions, so 5 into 4, 20 marks. So for these 20 marks, if you prepare your note, 20 example, so 20 solution you can keep it, and you practice it different type, then definitely your 20 marks will get it. You have to plan in such a way. Actually, nowadays, what happened, in a modern techniques for how to get the full good marks in the exam, uh, with a small effort, you will get a good marks, because planning is very much required. If you plan in such a way, when you know your syllabus, how many units, question are coming from which unit, you calculate it, you mark it, and type of questions, which chapter is important, what type of question are coming, note down. Then you can prepare accordingly, and you in total maybe 50 to 60 solution. If you do it total BCA 12, 50 to 60 solution is sufficient. You will get 100 marks, but properly you have to choose it. All type of solution you have to note down. You can round it up. Which one is the important? You can take a very important. Which other things are less important? You can put it this way. Some of the theories you can note down. Maybe determinant. What is determinant? That type of theories. Mathematical inductions. What is the mathematical inductions? So theories also you have to note down maybe sometimes. So this way you have to prepare it. And I will also try to provide you more and more solution so that it's not miss on anything. So any specific question or something? So hopefully tomorrow I will take the some MCO question. If you are prepared accordingly, then I can give you. Any question? The chat box actually. I think everybody is given their roll number and name. So I'm taking the. By the time any question, please tell me. If people are not asking anything, so I should do. I don't know why I have to say it. I have to say something, no? Okay, so now the part is over. Chat box also aware. Take the printout. Even I've already saved the chat box details and your. So almost your third block is also over. Now to only the another last block is remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 3 blocks has already completed. So I think still people have a lot of doubts, I know. And tomorrow I will do one thing. I will to try to recap from before start the vector chapter vector. Then first 20 minutes or half an hour I will discuss from the determinant to your matrix, some of the things, basic things, the induction, the series, sequences, everything I will try to recap you. Then after that I will start the vector rounds. So that way it will be some revision will be there. And I think it is required because otherwise we will forget about a lot of things. So, or by the time if you any doubts, tomorrow you can tell me that this is the doubts, you can tell me. Particular this area I can discuss. Somebody and that day I think told me the determinant and matrix, some confusion is there. So okay, I thinking that way. I can try to recap small important things again, so that some sort of revision will be there. And then after that vector. After that, block 4 is very easy. Block 4, I think everybody can do it. There's no very much required for the bank background. I mean the background, because simple one formula one or techniques are there. You have to you can identify the answer. So vector is
Hello,
also
sir.
important. Yeah, tell me.
বলছি স্যার প্রচন্ড প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে।
Yeah, this is required because you have to practice it. Because there is no way out. Math is such a subject. There's no shortcut.
হ্যাঁ ঠিক। আমার ম্যাথসের ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড ছিল না তাই।
Yeah. So don't worry about it. If you go step by step, what the way I'm saying, you go step by step. So definitely you can do it. No problem.
ওকে স্যার।
Because every day I have to uh, keep for at least 1 hour for math. First of all, you have to arrange everything. Then it's very easy. Otherwise, lot of tension will build up. What you'll do, I'll just give you the technique. First, you take any units, block 1 or block 2, or any units. Straight away, you have to see within the units, when you go through the study material, you see in the IGNOU study material, important things are written is a bold letter, capital black letter में लिखा हुआ, बड़ा बड़ा करके दिया हुआ, highlight कर दिया. So this is important. So immediately this portion you can note out.
ওকে স্যার।
Formulas. Then you can take particular this unit. How many formulas are there? Write down all the formulas. जुगाड़ कर लीजिए. First time you have to arrange everything. Tools. It's called tools and tackles. When you start in the computer work, you should have a printer, should have a good mouse, lighting system should be there, and your internet speed should be very good. Then you can do it nicely without any tension. Is it not? Similarly, when you start doing the mathematics, then you should have all formula should be ready. And then steps. What are the steps? That step should be written somewhere. First, I have to derive x value, then I have to put in here. You can write this. In the programming time, in the computer also, should have a flow chart. Otherwise, what after these values to be input, you have to put it. In the mathematics also, you should have a chart. Steps you can note down in the somewhere. After that, you have to find out this value. Then this value will be put it in here, and this is the formula. You can write it. Initially, you have to do it. Then when you practice it, then you need not to see all these things. Automatic formula will come to your mind. Steps automatically will come to mind. But first time, you take it. Just like your mobile. Initially, some features you are trying to look at. What happened? Initially, you will face some problem. Na? You don't know which key is required. Then after that, which feature you have to write the menus, write the things. So once you know the steps, the next time it's not a problem. Easily you can take it. So same thing in the mathematics also. So steps, formulas, and your and at the same time you have to see the question pattern also, because there are so many things. So you need to do all this basic, all this in detail. First, you try to make a confidence. Yes, whatever the question are coming, I can do it. No problem. It's very easy. I know the formula. I know the steps. Lot of solution there. Definitely, I can do it. So that type of confidence is required. If you start thinking particular things, oh, I don't know, I'm not understanding things. What will you do? Don't stuck up there. Leave it right now. Where you feel comfortable, you know the formula, you can do it fast. Then slowly your confidence will be built up. If you stuck up somewhere, forget about it. So that way, if you have a time, you can do it. Initially, you try to cover up the at least 60-70%. You have to cover up the syllabus. Then some of the units, some of the numericals may be a little tough. So when you are confident, when the time will be there, then you can go for this. So take some easy unit fast, Then when you will see, okay, this unit important and very easy, 5 marks, तो मेरा जेब में आ गया, ठीक है. This unit is very easy, another 5 marks. Okay. When you see the 30-40 marks are very easy, then slowly your confidence will build up. जो अब मैथ तो हम आराम से 40-50 मार्क्स हो ही जाएगा, तो ज़्यादा कठिन है ही. सो एंड ऑफ द डे में जाके आप और ज़्यादा स्कोर कर पाएंगे. टारगेट रखिए, आप 70 to 80% सिलेबस कवर करने का टारगेट रखिए. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द मटेरियल्स? लास्ट टाइम मटेरियल नहीं दे पाया, तो आई थिंक लेट्स सी, tomorrow I'll send the materials and I'll preparing the question paper for you also, different type of questions, so that and answer with answer also, so that during the class we can discuss, I can give you and you prepare that to the problem. Okay, anything, any doubt or in mind, you tell me. कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो, this is the right time आप tell me, because I should also know ना क्या चल रहा है आप लोगों को दिमाग में, क्या स्थिति है, वो जानना चाहिए, जरूरी है ना. तभी तो मैं आप लोगों के लिए कुछ कर पाएंगे ना. मैं तो एज यूजुअल जो सिलेबस है, जो पैटर्न है, मेरे को जो समझ पे आ रहा है, जितना मैं जानता हूँ, और क्वेश्चन देख के आप लोगों को कोशिश कर रहा हूँ उसी लेवल पे लाने के लिए. बट ये भी हो सकता है आप लोगों को और ज़्यादा डिटेल्स में पढ़ना है, बात करना है, वो समय के अभाव है, जो भी हो. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स मैथ में बैकग्राउंड है, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स का मैथ बैकग्राउंड नहीं है, तो कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम हो गई. तो एक चीज में ही बोल पहले भी बताया था, अगर इफ यू इंडिविजुअली फील समथिंग, मे बी इन दिस फोरम, विद इन दिस ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में आप बताने में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा होगा, पूछने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा होगा, तो आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए, दिस थिंग्स आर सर, मेरे को और ज़्यादा जानकारी चाहिए. तो व्हेन आई सी 10 to 15 स्टूडेंट्स आर पर्टिकुलर सेम थिंग मांगा है, मतलब जानना चाह रहे हैं, तो मैं भी समझ गया ना जो ये चैप्टर को और एक बार रिविजन देना चाहिए, तो मैं आप लोगों को रिवाइज कर दूँ. वो मेरे को आप लोग कुछ नहीं लिख के तो दे दो, अगर नहीं बोल पा रहे हो सबका सामने, कुछ कम से कम मेरे को इंडिविजुअल व्हाट्सएप पे तो लिख दो, देन मैं अकॉर्डिंगली समझ जाएंगे ना जी. ओके, 10-12 बच्चे जो अभी पर्टिकुलर उस चैप्टर के लिए फर्दर डिस्कस चाह रहे हैं. हम लोग बात ही नहीं करते हैं बिल्कुल, मैं ही बोले जा रहा हूँ, है ना.
सर
बोलिए
सर, मैथ्स का हमारा एग्जाम कैसे होगा?
मैथ का एग्ज़ाम अभी रिसेंटली जो हुआ है बाहर कंट्री में, इग्नू का द्वारा हुआ है, अभी रिसेंट मेरे को जो पता चला, ये स्ट्रक्चर्ड में हुआ है. मीन्स देयर आर 2-3 सेक्शन. फर्स्ट सेक्शन स्ट्रक्चर्ड, कुछ सब्जेक्टिव रहेगा, मीन्स आपको इस तरह का फॉर्मूला बता दिया जाएगा, इसको आंसर होगा. कुछ आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चन होंगे, तो इस तरह का मिक्स होगा. और 3 आवर्स पेपर होगा ना 2 आवर्स होगा, वो दैट आई डोंट नो. और उसका क्या मोड होगा वो मैनेजमेंट बता पाएंगे. बट मेरा कोशिश ये रहेगा, आई एम ट्राई कर रहा हूँ आप लोगों को दोनों टाइप का ही प्रिपरेशन करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, सो दैट आप लोगों को ऑनलाइन में अगर हो, MCQ टाइप का हो तब भी दिक्कत ना हो, अगर सब्जेक्ट हो तब भी आपको दिक्कत ना हो. सब्जेक्ट होगा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं, 2-3 स्टेप का ही है ना, ये तो 2-3 स्टेप का ही है, तो उसमें क्या है, हो सकता है आपको एक स्टेप दे देगा, बाकी 2 स्टेप आपको करना पड़ेगा, फिनिश करो. तो क्वेश्चन पैटर्न हमेशा जान लीजिएगा, स्टूडेंट्स के फेवर में ही किया जाता है. कोई भी एग्जामिनर हो, कहीं भी यूनिवर्सिटी हो, नहीं चाहेंगे जो स्टूडेंट ज़्यादा फेल हो जाए, ऐसा कभी नहीं चाहता. वो तो यूनिवर्सिटी में क्यों चाहेगा बताओ. अगर आप लोग सेकेंड सेमेस्टर में, थर्ड सेमेस्टर में नहीं चाहोगे, तो फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में एंट्री भर्ती कैसे होगा, एडमिशन कैसे होगा, वो भी तो चाहेगा. और सिलेबस का पूरा थोड़ा कवरेज हो जाए, स्टूडेंट्स का नॉलेज भी बढ़े, और एक एवरेज मार्क्स सबको मिले, तो वो बहुत ही क्वेश्चन में आप देखो, कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, आप देखोगे एंड ऑफ द क्लास, जब फाइनल क्लास हो जाएगा मेरा, अभी 4-5 क्लास है, और मैं दो दो टेस्ट आप लोगों को लेके तैयारी करने चाह रहा हूँ। आप लास्ट डेट में जब क्लास खत्म होगा आप खुद ही बताएंगे जी सर एटलीस्ट 50% तो मेरे को तैयारी हो ही गया, इतना आप बिल्कुल बोलोगे। और मैं गारंटी के साथ कह रहा हूँ जो आपको मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, जो टेस्ट लेंगे उसका आप टेस्ट में बैठोगे और पक्का थोड़ा बहुत स्कोर कर पाओगे तो कॉन्फिडेंट के साथ आप मैथ में फेल हो ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि इससे बात तो है ही नहीं कुछ। मैं तो पूरे छान मार रहा हूँ 10 साल का क्वेश्चन पेपर लेके, पूरे छान मार रहा हूँ, जैसे इससे बाहर कोई क्वेश्चन आ ही नहीं सके। सिर्फ आप लोग को थोड़ा मेहनत करना है। आपको फॉर्मूला जैसे बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, फॉर्मूला को इकट्ठा करिए, हर यूनिट को देखिए क्या क्या टाइप्स का है, उसको नोट करिए, उसको पढ़िए। और स्टडी मटेरियल सफिशिएंट है और मैं जो पढ़ा रहा हूँ इस मटेरियल सफिशिएंट है, इससे बाहर आपको जरूरत ही नहीं है। क्योंकि जो क्वेश्चन सेटर होगा ना, अगर मैं बनाऊं और कोई बनाए तो वो तो यही दिखेगा ना कि इसका सिलेबस क्या था और क्या पढ़ाया गया, उससे ही तो क्वेश्चन करेगा ना, उससे ही तो क्वेश्चन बनाएगा। तो आप लोग तो ये निश्चित रहिए कि ऐसा तो नहीं क्वेश्चन कोई और कोई यूनिवर्सिटी से बन के आ रहा है, नहीं, यही तो क्वेश्चन बनाएगा ना कोई बनाएगा, हम जैसे कोई हमारा कोई साथी लोग बनाएंगे। तो आप तो इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है ये हमारा पास जो पढ़ाया गया है, जो हमारे सिलेबस है, जो स्टडी मटेरियल जो दिया जा रहा है, इसमें से क्वेश्चन आएगा। और सबसे बड़ी बात, क्वेश्चन की पैटर्न तो आपको मालूम है, क्वेश्चन डाउनलोड कर लीजिए 5 साल का, उतना देखिए, आउट ऑफ क्वेश्चन तो आएगा ही नहीं ना, तो और क्या बताऊं, है ना।
यस सर।
तो इसलिए आप लोग कंफ्यूज मत होइए क्या होगा नहीं होगा, सिर्फ फोकस, जस्ट इस टाइम आपको फोकस रखना है कि मेरे को इस चीज़ को जानना है, इस यूनिट में हमको जानना है, क्या फॉर्मूला है जानना है, क्या क्या स्टेप्स है जानना है, जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ उसमें फोकस कर। और एग्जाम का किस मोड में होगा, जैसे जानकारी आएगा हम लोगों के पास वो बता देंगे। फिलहाल तो मैं ये बता रहा हूँ स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में क्वेश्चंस अभी हो रहा है और हुआ भी है, कुछ ऑलरेडी एग्जाम हुआ है। तो स्पेशली मैथ में थोड़ा तो है ही प्रॉब्लम होता है, क्योंकि सॉल्यूशन इतना हो नहीं पाते ऑनलाइन में। तो स्टेप्स अगर दिए जाएगा, मेरे को लगता है जैसे मैंने बना रहा हूँ आप लोगों को लेकर आएंगे, आप एक एक टेस्ट दे देंगे ना ऐसे ही, तो आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा एमसी क्या क्वेश्चन होता है। मैं वही बना रहा हूँ। आज मैं लेने के सोच रहा था, बट मैंने सोचा आप लोगों को असाइनमेंट बनाते बनाते थक गए होंगे, रिवाइज नहीं कर पाए होंगे, तो कल मैं क्या करूँगा, कल मैं स्टार्टिंग में हाफ एन आवर पूरे के पूरे जितना पढ़ा है एक बार रिकैप कर देंगे। रिकैप करने का उद्देश्य ये है आप लोगों को एग्जाम के लिए तैयारी करा देना है। जो हम टेस्ट लेंगे, जो बताएंगे, वही आपको क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर है, ये भी मैं बता रहा हूँ। आप केयरफुली आधा घंटा सुनोगे, आप जब उसके बाद तुरंत टेस्ट दोगे, बोले सर के सब कुछ बता ही दिया हम लोगों को, टेस्ट भी क्वेश्चन भी बताया, आंसर भी बता रहा है, सिर्फ आपको टिक मारना है और कुछ नहीं है। सुन सुन के आप जब भी करते जाओगे आपको पता चला ये तो ऑलरेडी आधा घंटा पहले सर ने बताया ऑलरेडी। अब कितना कितना लिसनिंग पावर आपका है, कितना आप दिमाग में रख पा रहे हैं, वही टेस्ट लिया जा रहा है। आपको मेमोरी पावर कितना शार्प है, कितने अटेंटिवली आपने सुना है क्लास में, बस वही। तो मैं भी जब कोई भी टेस्ट लेंगे आप लोगों को, मैं भी तो विचार करेंगे कि ये चीज़ मैंने जब बताया नहीं है उसका क्वेश्चन कैसे दूँ, है ना।
यस सर।
अगर मैं जो आप चर्चा ही नहीं किया वो क्वेश्चन हम क्यों देंगे, है ना। मैं तो यही करेंगे जो मैंने बताया, और क्या क्योंकि मैं सारे रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना, अब मैं रिकॉर्ड सुनता हूँ, मैं अपना ही रिकॉर्ड बार बार सुनता हूँ, मैंने क्या क्या बताया था क्वेश्चन बनाने के टाइम मैं अपना रिकॉर्ड को दोबारा सुनता हूँ, तब मैं क्वेश्चन बनाता हूँ और मैं वही चीज़ आप लोगों को देंगे। जैसे आप लोग भी देखोगे तो सर बताया ऑलरेडी, तो कोई घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं आप तैयारी करा देंगे एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास, कुछ चिंता का कारण नहीं। और बहुत इजी है, आप तो देखिए दो चार फार्मूला है, थोड़ी सी मेहनत कर लीजिए, इतना मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है। एक कागज में डेली, तो समय बीतते चले जा रहा है ना, धीरे धीरे आपका ऐसा एग्जाम डेट आ जाएगा, तो डेली एक रूटीन करके आधा घंटा 1 घंटा मैथ से बैठ जाओ। अदरवाइज लास्ट में जाकर आपको हड़बड़ी होगा, बड़ा टेंशन हो जाएगी, इतना यूनिट्स घबरा जाओगे आप उस टाइम, तब लगेगा अरे थोड़ी सी पहले से हम स्टार्ट कर दे तो अच्छा रहता, इतना इजी छोटा छोटा क्वेश्चन है ना। वही नहीं है, तो मैं तो सिर्फ आप लोगों को मोटिवेट कर सकता हूँ, और क्या करेंगे, बाकी तो आप लोग मेहनत करना है।
ओके सर।
ठीक कहा कि नहीं मैंने?
यस सर।
क्योंकि चिंता मेरा भी हो रहा है ना आप लोगों के लिए, पता नहीं कैसे एग्जाम ये लोग करेगा, क्या नंबर मिल सकता है, कैसे अच्छे नंबर मिले। मैं तो वही सोच रहा हूँ दिन बैठ कर, क्योंकि आप लोग अब यंग स्टार है और कोई ना कोई काम में बिजी है, और फ्यूचर के लिए भी आप लोग सोच रहे हैं कई सारी चीज़ें। तो हम लोगों का टाइम अलग था, अभी आज की दुनिया में बड़ा टफ है, मैं मानता हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा आप लोगों को टेंशन। हम लोगों को टाइम इतना टेंशन नहीं था, हम लोग तो आराम से खेल कूद के पढ़ाई किए हम लोग, बट आप लोगों को बहुत टेंशन है, तो ये मानता हूँ। ठीक है, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड गुड नाइट। नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर मिलते हैं कल टुमारो, और होपफुली टुमारो आप जल्दी आ जाइएगा। मैं रिकैप करना शुरू करेंगे, सो दैट टाइम ज़्यादा बर्बाद नहीं करेंगे। इमीडिएटली हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, डिटर्मिनेशन से लेके हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, जितना तक पढ़ाई की है पूरी की पूरा हम स्टार्ट करेंगे बताने के लिए, है ना।
ओके सर।
और रिकैप करने का उद्देश्य है, उसका अंदर में क्वेश्चन है, उसका अंदर में आंसर छुपा हुआ है, इसलिए केयरफुली आप लोग सुन लीजिएगा। जो अच्छे से सुनेगा तो तुरंत तुरंत आंसर कर पाएगा। ठीक है,
ओके
सो
सर।
ओके बाय।
थैंक यू सर।
और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या स्पेसिफिक? मैं बंद कर दूं? ठीक है, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो मैं क्लोज कर देता हूँ। So now I can stop recording. Okay.